podcast that tries to explain fictional world using science. I'm Simon.
And I'm Jeff.
Jeff.
Simon.
I am sorry for cutting you off there, but I am very...
No, it's fine. It happens every episode.
I know. I just, I want to be doing better. And
better at podcasting? You can't get better than this.
Oh, it's because I know I'm perfect at podcasts. I'm the perfect podcaster. I have just a very easily understandable voice. I don't slur. I'm succinct.
You don't swear?
I don't swear on our clean podcast.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't know where I was going with this opening. I just was going to apologize for the noises in the background because I can see them on my screen. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's good. I'll
just squeak around in my chair more often to cover for you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we just have to. If we're both bad, then it's like we're the same. So as long as they're at the same level, the listener can't understand. They're idiots. Look at what they're doing right now. They're listening to some podcast. Jeez, what's wrong with you?
Binge watch television every day like a normal person.
Yeah. Just live your life with thoughts in your head.
They don't have to be good thoughts, but make sure they're thoughts.
Well, that's all you gotta do. That's to me, that's what podcasting does, or podcasts do, is that they just shut up the voices in my head and the thoughts in my brain.
Just give you, that hour-long reprieve you desperately need.
Yeah,
I get that.
The first, I have to sometimes re-listen to the first 15 minutes of a podcast because I spend it crying because I'm just so relieved to not have to deal with myself and my own issues.
Oh, I thought the crying was because of the existential issues. I was going to suggest just laying down on the floor. That usually helps me.
just lay down and just stare.
But you do know what gets kind of caught in my craw when I'm thinking about the existential crisis that I have?
Is it that you don't know what you know?
Well, sometimes, but largely it's flat Earth.
I was trying to do that a little bit more organically, but that also gets. Because I was going to be like, well, we don't know what we know, so what is it that we know? Do we know that the Earth is flat? Do we know the Earth is round? But I like your way too.
I don't know. Just force it until it's done.
Yeah. Listen, like we've already said, listeners, they're idiots. We have to beat them over the head.
We can't be subtle about this. We're already too subtle about the secret theme of the show that no one seems to recognize.
It's also the title of the show. Yeah, so that's the theme of our show today. We're doing. I think it's in general just like pseudoscience geography.
Yeah, I think that would probably be the best way to explain it.
Maybe geology and astronomy. It's like Earth science is what it is. We're doing hardcore Earth science. Obviously, the biggest one of these is the flat Earth theory. Jeff, would you like? How much do you know about the flat Earth theory? I guess I should ask.
Do you want me to unpack the flat Earth theory?
I want you to unplack.
Unplack it. Okay,
yeah.
So
get that plaque right off there. Just scrub it down. Sorry, I'll let you.
So picture in your mind the Earth, right? You got it?
Yep. It's a little ball. It's circular.
Okay.
It's spherical.
Yep. Instead of that, like a map.
Okay.
And how it's flat.
Yeah, I know maps.
That's how the Earth actually is.
Okay.
Welcome to Flat Earth.
Welcome to Flat Earth. Okay. But what's at the edge of the Earth? Like, is it...
Could be a number of things. It could be giant glacial walls.
Okay.
Could be nothing. It could be like a screen wrap, like in Pac-Man.
So wait. Here's a question I have. If it's a screen wrap like in Pac-Man, isn't the Earth effectively spherical?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's... I think, if anything, it would be cylindrical.
Well, but then what's at the bottoms?
No, there isn't a top or bottom. You just get confused and fly back the other way.
Okay, so this now it seems like you're mixing metaphors here. So
no, I'm not. I don't think I'm mixing metaphors. I think I'm remembering bits of podcast episodes that I've been listening to recently.
Okay, gotcha. That okay. So what I'm imagining now is just like is just a flat Earth. So here's
right.
Yeah.
No,
okay,
you got it.
Okay. I like it when things are named for what they are.
Just very straightforward, easily marketable name.
Yeah. Ooh, boy, that was.
Oh, hey, you found them. Found all those people working on the ceiling.
Yep. Oh boy, did we did. I'm just adjusting my volume here. I'm hoping that this is making it better and not worse. I think it is. I think it's making it better. I'm gonna go with this.
Well, I can't hear them on my end anymore, so it might be better.
My waveforms. I might have to amplify my waveforms on after the fact on this half of the episode. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Sorry, I didn't realize that when I was adjusting volumes, they were gonna start drilling. And that
after you've adjusted everything.
Yeah, and that it was blowing my mic out. Anyway. Flat Earth. Okay.
Flat Earth. Yep.
So just kind of to fill in some of the stuff Jeff was saying, this comes from the idea that you perceive the world to be flat, and therefore it must be flat. You are not wrong.
Right.
So I guess the thing is, we have to. Do you think that we should just grab an edge theory? Because my favorite is the wall of ice.
Okay, yeah, just pick one of the theories and declare that canon.
Declare that, the correct. Because so I guess we could choose.
This is the correct flat Earth theory.
Well, so here's the thing, if there was just nothing, okay, at that edge, I feel like the world would
Cats would have pushed everything off the edge by now.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Also, my favorite physical law would just slowly destroy the Earth. Fixed second law of diffusion. If there's nothing out there, we will just slowly lose Earth. Actually probably pretty rapidly lose Earth. Unless it's something that's holding it back in. Which, I don't know, maybe there is. Maybe there's just a lot of friction at the edges of the...
Just only at the edge of the Earth.
Or what if we're in a bowl? Oh, I guess being in a bowl would just be the ice wall theory, wouldn't it be? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I think...
So ice walls. Got it.
I think ice walls. So here's a question. Where are these ice walls?
They're on the edge of these edges of the Earth, Simon.
I mean, why haven't we... Why haven't I seen a giant... I feel like I would see a giant ice wall.
Well, you just gotta trust your perception, Simon. You just gotta go there. Get the funds, start a GoFundMe. It's easy.
Just to go see this giant ice wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hope that they don't melt with global warming, because that might be catastrophic.
Here is Simon from the future. And I just want to point out that this was a very good joke by Jeff, and I didn't give him enough credit for it at the time. Here's a question.
Right.
If I were to take a boat, okay?
Right.
And I were to say float around this ice wall. Okay? So if it's say, as the flat earthers think it is, a ring, that would be the largest distance could be covering, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay, so if I were to move inwards from the wall, that would be less distance and therefore would take me less time to complete at the same speed.
How do you mean? Move inward from the wall?
So instead of being say if I'm a mile from the wall and I'm just following the wall around, but then if I'm say 10 miles in from the wall.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I am in a drastically smaller circle.
Right.
However, if the Earth, if that's a polar cap, say, randomly, which we know isn't the case, it would take me substantially longer on the second journey than on the first, because I would be increasing in my circumference.
Right, if you're like going right along the side of the wall.
So why isn't that a thing? I guess we should ask this. Yeah, why doesn't that happen? Just because it's just a flat Earth and we have an ice wall?
I think the idea is like as you get nearer to the ice wall, like things are just more turbulent. Like, you know, weather gets crazy, so you have to get turned around, or you know,
Gotcha.
The GPS, the quote unquote GPS systems, don't work because they're programmed to like, as you get closer to the edges, it redirects you somewhere else so you don't find them.
Okay, their song.
I like that. Okay, you're right.
No, I get you. So not only in this theoretical world is there an ice wall, but there's also a
theoretical world.
Oh, so
it's
in
the
this
real world,
in
Simon.
this actual world, there's an ice wall.
Right.
But there's also like a blizzard that's taking place on the other side of that wall.
Well, I mean, it would probably be in like some range along the wall. Like, I don't know if you get like within 10 miles or something of it. It's just like catastrophic blizzard that you can't cross.
Okay, where is this blizzard coming from then?
From the ice wall. That's where they have the weather machines.
Ah, the weather machines. Yes. I like how this episode has just kind of organically been me being like, what is this theory?
Like, yeah, just interrogating someone who doesn't believe in a stupid conspiracy theory and is just making up more stuff.
But I like the way we're making. I mean, this seems completely plausible. What are the weather machines? How do they work? Do we think that the weather machines? So here's the thing. I'm coming like what is beyond the ice wall?
So like, is there like space and stuff beyond?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Why not?
Okay, so it's like we're in like a Danish.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so in this world there is space. Are we rotating in this world? Are we spinning? Are we because in my mind it's like a coin. Like, you know how like coins when they're like almost falling over and they're like rotating on like their corners?
Mm-hmm.
That would make sense to me because that would also explain there's the pendulum experiment, you know that one? The one where you like it's on Jimmy Neutron.
Okay. You might want to unpack that. I can imagine a lot of experiments with pendulum.
So there's the one where they take the pendulum, they let it free swing, and if you let it free swing for long enough, it'll start to move. It won't be in the straight line it was before.
Oh, yeah.
Because the earth underneath it is moving, and it is not moving with the earth. Yeah, but if we're on like a disc that is like rotating like a coin on its corner, you could see
then
how
that would account for that.
I
like
would
movement.
Yeah, without it being like like if it was just spinning on its like axis, on its central axis, you would think that the inside. I don't know, maybe not. I would think you would get really fast in the middle, and I think that would be an issue.
Yeah.
Boy, it's got to be very strange to listen to this conversation right now. I don't know if I've ever been.
It's no more strange than every other episode we've had, Simon.
I'm aware.
Don't you worry.
I'm aware, and I understand that this goes out into the internet. But when it does, I can just convince myself that that's not me.
It's hard to disassociate yourself from it when it's something that people actually believe and not just us vamping about cereal mascots for an hour.
It's very true. Very true.
Yeah.
So we think that that there's space out there. Are the other planets flat?
No, we can observe that they are spherical and they're spinning around doing their thing.
Okay, so only we are flat.
Right.
Why are we the only ones that are like what?
Because this is the one where humans are and we're special.
Okay, sure. But does this mean that like is this like a spaceship and we built it?
No, that's the moon, Simon.
Okay. Sorry, of course.
Now, this one I don't actually have an explanation for that I've heard already before, because that seems to stump everybody. Like, why are we the only ones who are different?
But like, okay, but so that I think that now we've hit on something that we can explain. We can use our superior intellect.
What, like yours and mine, or humanity's? Because I'm not feeling very confident about our intellect being able to explain why Earth is flat.
I was gonna say yours and mine, but maybe not. But so what? So it would be so much easier if the Earth was like a torus, right? Mm-hmm. Because then that kind of makes sense as to how that would form.
It would make more sense than it being flat, for sure.
Yeah. What if? Well, here's what's on the other side of the Earth?
The bottom of the Earth.
Oh, it's just the bottom of the Earth. It's just rocks. Okay.
Yeah, that's where we keep all of our oil and rocks. You're right.
Gotcha. So, is it possible? Okay, so think about this: like Earth is a
flat plane.
Flat plane. No, like when Earth is like a young planet, the jelly planet. You know the jelly planet. What is it called?
Yeah, they're all over the place.
What is it called? With is it when they're like the planets are like molten, so they're still soft and malleable?
Like a protoplanet or something?
Yeah,
maybe?
like a protoplanet. That's it. I know. I'm gonna keep going with jelly planet, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, jelly planet sits well.
So
that seems right.
When the Earth is still a jelly planet,
right?
What if we could spin it really fast, and so that it kind of like spreads out along that axis like a like a pancake shape?
Right.
That's what I'm thinking, and I'm thinking that.
So, okay. I think that can tie in the spaceship hollow moon idea, and that it was a ship passing by our hollow planet and got, I guess, kind of mutually stuck in gravity wells.
Well, so here's the thing.
It just kind of whipped past us, got caught in the orbit, and whipped us around real flat.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm having, like, I'm trying to think about what would slow our planet down so that obviously we're not continuing to spin at this speed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if exactly what you're saying, like the geocentric Earth is the model of the solar system we want to be using, because maybe Earth is this really, really fast spinning planet. It's flattening, right. And then as it's moving through the solar system, it's picking up debris, and that stuff is orbiting it in the opposite direction that Earth is spinning. Right. So it's pulling it back and slowing it down ever so slightly. And over the years, it just kind of cools, and now we're in just like the slowly slowing down solar system.
I like it.
I like it too. Yes, me too. So here's... Okay, I like this, because this also kind of implies that there's a little issue with this, I think, which is that if the Earth is flat and we're on the same plane as all of the planets... Oh, but the Earth is rotating like a coin. Like it's got a access to okay, because I was gonna say, like, why don't we just always see the same planets?
Because that wobble.
Because it's that wobble. Because sometimes we're facing away from the planets, and sometimes we're facing towards the planets.
Right.
Okay. Well, look at that. We're just coming up with a big old genius idea.
We found where the reality lies with flat Earth.
We found where the reality lies. Where the Reality Lies would be a really good name for like a mid-2000s album.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can make it happen.
Well, we can't. We're in the wrong decade.
Well, we can make it a mid-2020s album in a couple of years.
Yeah, it'll be like John H. Benjamin. I don't know how to play the piano, but it'll be me and you. I don't know, doing something. yodeling. I guess I can play the guitar. I guess I do have musical.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, I can't play any instruments, and I think I'll just like
yodel.
Do the Shatner like spoken word.
Yes.
For this band that we're making right now.
Yes. Oh, this is our band that we're gonna do. It's gonna be an NWA cover band with two white guys.
Good.
one of which plays the guitar poorly, and the other one does William Shatner's spoken word to all of the lyrics to the NWA songs.
Right.
But instead of saying, the words we're not allowed to say, we just like replace it with like, I don't know.
We just have a missing beat.
Yes.
It'll be like a radio cut.
Yes, exactly. Or we'll replace it with like animal sounds or something like that. Like a cat meowing.
Right. Man, I hope I don't remember this 3 years from now, so I don't feel obligated to do this with you.
I don't think you'll ever feel obligated to do this with me, mainly because I'm thinking we're going to lose a lot of our fan base for making this joke. It's a pretty bad joke. The small fan base we do have might abandon us for this.
Yeah, normal stuff.
Normal stuff.
Podcasting, anyway. What do you want?
So here's so I like this idea, actually. Ooh. Idea.
Yep.
The reason the Earth is getting so turbulent is... So the reason there's an ice wall is because, as you're spinning, you're pushing the water out further and further until and when it reaches, the coldness of space, it freezes, obviously.
Right.
And so you just kind of do that for long enough, and you
have the ice walls build up.
Yeah.
And because of the, turbulent nature of the wobble out there, that's what's causing the weather events that prevent us from reaching the ice walls.
Yes. Because the water's sloshing around, guys.
Yep.
But it also kind of shows why. So here's the thing: why is the Earth not like a disc? Why? Because I know one of the issues that flat earthers have is that water can't hold a sphere, which is not doesn't
right.
Yeah. So my question is, why is the if that's true, why is the water not being pushed up against the wall still? Why is it flat?
I mean, I think with that we haven't been able to directly witness it because of that, the turbulent weather. So it might be.
That we're just a big old bowl.
We just haven't been able to see it.
I kind of like that idea too, but because
I mean, it's in theme with the rest of.
I was gonna say it's
flat Earth,
very in theme with the concave Earth theory that I was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Because instead of we're in a bowl and we're looking at stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I like it. So why can't I see further? Is it because things get too small? Probably. That makes sense. Right?
Probably. Yeah, I don't know if there's another explanation that flat earthers have.
I think it's just that things get real small.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, I'm rearranging myself on my seat.
Uncrossing your crossed legs in the chair you're sitting in.
No, I'm actually crossing my uncrossed legs.
Oh.
Yeah, because this is the thinking.
Nice. I had a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, it's true. It's a binary decision. Is it a yes or a no? Okay, I'm trying to think of. I think we've done a crazy good job.
It's definitely a better job than I thought possible.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be impossible. So here's the thing: so I guess we throw now some wrenches into the works, which is obviously that is a hollow Earth theory.
Mm-hmm. That the Earth gets so flat that it becomes hollow.
But if you think about it, okay, the outside of the Earth is going to cool first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
as there's outside of Earth to slosh against, all of the molten magma of young Earth will slide up the sides.
Or this is the toughie because I'm trying to think if it cools, it's probably collapsing. But so that's what it is. There you go. The Earth, the outside cools, it shrinks like crushing a jelly donut. The jelly comes out.
Just like crushing a jelly donut.
Yeah. So as you repeat that, that cycle, there's like cavities that form in the middle of the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Gravity. You know the stuff.
Right. Yeah, you feel it all the time.
Yeah, it's always pulling on you.
Keeping you down.
Keeping you down. There you go. That's the joke. That's the joke I was trying to remember.
What is it?
So what? Yeah.
How does it exist?
How does it exist? Here's the issue I have. If we're a giant pancake Earth, the center of mass is somewhere in the middle, which means that people at the end. Oh, but obviously we're held down by the centrifugal force.
Obviously. This is the day that Simon accidentally becomes a flat earther.
Listen, my fast spinning Earth theory kind of makes sense, guys.
Do you want me to help you, like, build a website for it? I can lock down
a domain
name for you if you want.
I think we can just use jefftime.com, really. That way, we already have the...
That way I won't just be squatting on it.
Yeah. You're not. It goes to our website.
I mean, it's a redirect, but I'm squatting on it.
That's true. Maybe you should sell it.
Visit jefftime.com.
Yeah, you should be like...
Yeah, no, it was available for me. No one wants it.
No, Simon, the .com crash has already occurred. Okay, so here's the thing I have is do you think that there's the centrifugal force can just hold people down to the Earth?
I mean, it could, maybe. If the idea is that it, like, kind of concaves and angles up a little bit, but not enough to not be flat.
It's still flat.
I guess.
It's just this time it's concave. Well, that's the thing, is that it's not spherical. It is a pancake. It is an inverted,
right,
like a slightly concave pancake.
Mm-hmm.
That's also hollow.
Right. Yeah, no, that might provide, the surface area to like exist on. Without being pulled into the middle.
Essentially, you're just getting. Well, maybe that's what it is. Maybe the. Oh, but we're slowing down, because that's what my idea is, that like if you're being pushed up against that that surface,
right.
But there's enough friction between us and the surface that we don't just like fly away.
Mm-hmm.
And when we jump up and down, we're not really like we're not making a huge impact. Like, it's not like a huge amount of difference that we're going to be like thrown backwards.
Right.
We're still pretty much on the ground. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But so we still think gravity works in this world. Like if you go, you'll be pulled. Well, that makes sense too. If you think about it, because it means that that's probably why you don't feel the spinning in the center, like up in the northern circle, because...
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily north, it's just the middle.
Okay, well, okay, in the middle circle, because at that point in time, gravity's so strong that you're just attached to the Earth, and
right.
you're like, that's where your grounding is the highest. Yeah, man. This is a great theory. Jeff, give me more theories that I can do.
I mean, do we want to fully lean into Hollow Earth?
Baby, I'm ready.
Okay, so imagine, the Earth, right?
Yes.
Throw away the model that you've been working on. Okay. Go back to the original one.
Okay. Wait. The original flat model or the original spherical model?
No, well, the first spherical model that you described.
Okay, so the one that's
this episode. Yes.
Okay.
So you have that picture in your mind?
Yeah,
We're
I got it. It's
living on this.
It's like a basketball.
On a pale blue dot, right?
Yeah, like a marble.
Okay. Now instead of us living happily on the outside of that pale blue dot, imagine that we're all on the inside of it.
We're all on the inside of it.
Right.
Okay. Is the inside still does it still contain dirt?
Nope, it's all empty.
Okay. Where is the dirt?
It's on the outside.
Okay, so this is like a control I in MS Paint. What we've done here. Okay. Okay. So here's my question. The sun is kind of big.
Right.
Oh, here's an idea. Okay, the sun's pretty big. I would say it's large. is how I would describe it.
I think I would agree with that description. Yes.
It's also hot, and I'm wondering if it was in the middle of the sun, middle of the Earth. Wouldn't we die? And wouldn't it always be daylight?
Yes, probably, and also yes, probably.
Okay, so this is something we gotta explain. What if the sun is only like half?
It's also a flat sun.
It's also a flat sun, but the other thing is that it
Yeah, I don't know where to go with this. I think we were kicking around ideas that maybe in the middle of the hollow Earth is like a wormhole or black hole or I guess a very small sun that only shines in one direction.
That only shines in one direction. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. What I'm actually thinking is I think that the moon and the sun are the same. No, that doesn't work either.
We can see that they are two discrete things.
Yeah, they appear at the same time. So here's the thing: why do moon and sun go across the sky then? Like, why do they start at the horizon and go across the sky? Wouldn't they just appear in the middle? Because I think I have a solution for a couple of stuff. I don't have a solution for that.
They do move just because, like, you know, where they are, and they're moving in relation to where you are. And then, like, I guess they, like, eclipse each other,
so
maybe, and, like, occlude the other somehow.
I have an idea for this.
Okay.
I think that there's a very dense object in the sky. Okay.
So, like a sun.
Like a sun, but not one that glows. It's non-luminescent. It's not a black hole, but it is non-luminescent. But it is dense enough that the sun orbits it.
Okay.
And the sun.
I like.
So here's the.
I don't want to immediately just tear apart the idea before you've started describing what the sun is doing.
Yes.
But I don't know how we can have something that is that dense that doesn't emit light that also isn't a black hole.
So, well, how about this? What if it's just something that's really dense, but it's reflective? Okay?
Okay.
And
so a giant disco ball in the exact center of the Earth.
Yes. And this disco ball is... So the moon and the sun have a dark side that's always facing us. And a bright side that's always facing it. And so what we're seeing when we look up into the sky is a reflection on a spherical surface of the moon and the sun.
Okay.
And the reason we can't see this object is because there's so much water vapor in the center of the Earth that that it occludes our vision.
So how...
It's like a big old cloud.
How did the clouds get stuck on the disco ball?
Well, the clouds got stuck. So that's the thing is that you were right about one thing, which is that there is Earth underneath us, which is obviously the outside.
Yes,
but there's also like a bunch of like planetoids that are stuck onto the outside of the planet that are really dense, and so our gravity is being pulled out towards them. Whichever one we're closest to, we're being pulled towards them. But as the water vapor heats up, it wants to move away from those larger gravitational pulls because it's lower in density until it reaches a point where it is now more closely in the density of the of the disco ball, and so it just kind of like stays in that like it's like it's not a Fourier. What's the eigen location? Is that what it's called? The points in space where gravity is neutral, so like it doesn't move, it stays in place, stays in orbit.
Yeah, I don't remember what they're called.
I think they're called eigen locations. Hi everyone, Future Simon again. It occurred to me while I was editing this episode that they're not called eigen places; they're called Lagrange points. And I just mentioned 2 other mathematicians who have nothing to do with this. So it's like a sphere of Lagrange point in locations where there's like just water vapor and like other gases that are less dense. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Listen. You thought I was just blowing smoke.
Well, I mean, you did reinvent clouds, so.
Hey, sometimes you got to reinvent the wheel to know that wheel, if you were to just roll it, would roll forever and then fall off the planet.
I don't even know where to begin.
You think that this is such a cool idea.
It's such a good idea. There's just... You have so ingeniously crafted this theory that there's so many places that you can like sink your teeth into to like tear it apart that you just can't choose one.
Oh, well, see, yeah, that's the Three Stooges effect. It's if you give them too many ways that they can rip it apart, you just it's dazzling to them. They get blinded. It's blinded by science, man.
Well, I don't know if I would call it science, but it's blinded by something for sure.
It's blinded by being real cool. Being a real cool cat.
Like that disco ball.
Like that disco ball that's in center Earth. Yeah. That is our sun and moon, guys.
So,
but you got like you're not getting it's like solar eclipses are where like they can still exist because the moon passes in front of the sun.
Now, is the moon passing in front of the sun because there's the dark side of the sun?
Yes.
So is the moon crossing between the disco ball and us, or the sun and the disco ball?
The sun and the disco ball. Because we're always seeing a reflection off the disco ball.
Okay. Why can we not see the dark side of the sun?
Because we're blinded by the water vapor. So here's the thing. It sounds like a crazy like it sounds crazy. I know. I thought
the sun is on the other side of the water vapor.
Yeah.
So there's like
so there's
like an orbiting cloud of water vapor.
It's not. It's
between.
No. There's just like a layer. It's just like a layer of vapor. Okay. And so the blue we see in the sky is just like the ambient light that gets reflected from the sun that just gets carried around like a light dispersion ring.
Okay.
You know, like fiber optics or like things like that. Like light enters it and isn't escaping. It's just rebounding internally. It's internal reflection. So we can't see past that globe of light, that water vapor of light, unless something has a strong enough light to pierce through it, to really get through it.
Which is the reflection of the sun.
Which is the reflection of the sun, yeah. Or where the reflection of the sun is the most magnified. Which is also why, we don't just get like a blinding white light all the time, because obviously if you were to just shine a light at a disco ball, the light like dissipates out. So you can't do that. That'd be stupid.
Right.
Yeah. You know, you see, am I describing this in a way that makes sense?
No.
Okay.
But we can accept it.
A series of layered cakes. So you have your disco ball, you have your sun, your moon, and then you have your pocket of water vapor.
Right.
And then you have your normal atmosphere, and then you have us, and then you have Earth, and then you have like just a bunch of planetoids that are really dense.
Where does space go?
Space is on the
How do
other
we
side
get
of
to
the
space?
planetoids. So to get to space,
Because I've seen videos of rockets going up and then the rockets go to space. I don't know how they go back outside after going up towards your vapor chamber.
you know, does space have to exist?
That's a good question. I think yes, because we do observe it all of the time.
Because, like, what is space?
What are magnets, man?
What are magnets? Okay, what if it's like, once you break that barrier, that that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say once you get past
yes,
it,
this is where it has stopped making sense.
I want to say that when people are launching rockets,
they're actually secretly drills.
well, no, they're not secretly drills. It is the disco,
like I'm trying to think of any way to help you, and I'm also coming up blank.
The disco ball is also a teleporter. So people go into it and they get teleported.
I think you're just making the disco ball a black hole, and like the light from the sun like is reflecting around the black hole back towards us. And then getting into space is just like falling into the black hole, running across all the other things that have fallen into it.
Yes, and it feels so far away because space starts distorting and stretching, and so it takes more time to cross it.
Okay, so I like that. Very good explanation. How do people come back from space?
People come back from space because they don't cross the event horizon.
Okay. So space is just the area very near the event horizon before you actually fall into it.
Yeah, where everything is like super, super compressed, and including you. So you feel like everything's really big, but really you're just very small. You know?
Yeah, that... Okay. I mean, I don't have any other way around that problem, so I kind of have to accept that a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not like the worst explanation I could have possibly heard, I think.
No. I think it's a great explanation. I think
you sound so confident about it too, Simon.
Yeah, I'm real confident about it. I feel like this is a very good theory, and that I should be given an award. But like a cool award. Like I want like a Grammy, not like
one of the cool awards like Grammys.
Yeah, well, like what's the one that like books get? Is it
there's a lot of them that books get. What flavor of books are you looking for?
The one that has the man running on it, or the man on the horseback. It's not a Peabody.
I do not know what they look like.
Peabody is for journalism, isn't it?
I believe that's correct. Yes.
Anyway, I don't want one of those. Maybe it's a Pulitzer Prize.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say I think it is a Pulitzer Prize. I don't want a Pulitzer Prize because that's for lame nerds. I want a cooler one. No, the Pulitzer is for journalism. Anyway, what else you got?
Well, maybe we'll get a Pulitzer for this podcast, for this specific episode.
Okay, apparently it's television and radio is a Peabody. So I guess we would be a Peabody? We would get a Peabody. Yeah. I would
there we go.
Yeah.
I'll file the paperwork.
Yeah. 60 stories from 130. Anyway. What's up? What's the next thing? You gotta give me more. I'm on a roll here.
What else do we got? We got
Well, we got Atlantis.
We got... well, there's always Atlantis. Just gotta find the dang thing.
We just gotta find it. Where'd it go?
So sneaky, that Atlantis.
Yeah, it just kind of.
So yeah, where did Atlantis go? That's a good question, Simon.
Is this in flat Earth world, or hollow Earth world, or spherical Earth world? You want me to come up with a theory for each?
I kind of want to do a theory for each, but I don't know how quickly that would become very boring. So let's do a spherical Earth model.
Okay.
So if you go back into your, the theater of your mind and picture that first, marble kind of idea that you had.
Yeah, marble or like not a jelly donut, but like something with like a stronger outside, like
like a crust.
What's those? Is there like bread that's filled with jelly?
There's a jelly donut.
There's a jelly donut, but like a jelly donut that someone over fried.
You got so close.
Oh man, I did.
There's fried jelly donuts.
Yeah, like a fried jelly donut. That's what we live on.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's the model we're using this time.
Yeah, but it's also like a donut hole because it's spherical. It's not a pancake shape.
Right.
Yeah, gotcha. So Atlantis.
Where's it hiding?
So here's the thing. I think the moon is Atlantis. I think that
it just didn't want to live on this planet anymore, so it left.
I think it is. I think it was originally a space station that fell down to Earth from aliens. And the aliens spent antiquity repairing it, and so there's a lot of references in antiquity to be like, hey, there's this really crazy advanced weird civilization that just kind of floats around the ocean, and then once they were able to fix it,
was that what they did? They just didn't have like a fixed point. They just kind of milled about out there.
I think so. I mean, what would you do if you were in a space station in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by stupid apes?
Well, I surely would want to just, keep moving around the ocean so no one could find me.
Yeah, I think it's not like, but they don't have any power, so they were just like they went where the tides took them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's how it is. I see.
Yeah. They were like pirates, or
that's how they got all their resources.
Yeah,
they were all of the pirates.
Yeah, they had to. They had to. When they had to get like food and things like that, they had to go onto land and kill people and steal their food. Or maybe they ate people. I like that better. I think they ate people.
I feel like they probably would be able to grow their own food.
Well, yeah, eventually, yeah. But so here's the thing. This is why it took so long for them to like they crashed like pre-humans, and it took them this long to repair everything, because it's a big spaceship, dude, and you don't have like the technology you need.
I mean, you would think that they would have the technology they'd need because they were sitting on it.
But that's the thing. Like it's like your car broke down, and you're like, well, yeah, I got like a wrench, and I got but I don't have like a blowtorch.
Okay,
yeah,
I see.
Yeah, like they needed like heavy duty manufacturing, so they had to build up a civilization. They had to reinvent manufacturing. Then they had to repair the spaceship, and then they had to leave, and they became the moon. This is why we only ever see.
Why did they only go that far though? Because they put in all this effort to leave Earth, and they just parked right outside.
Because that's as far as they could make it. They tried to fully escape.
And then they ran out of resources and couldn't go back to Earth for them.
Yeah. I
kind of really like that idea.
They're stuck in the sky, but now they can easily reach their home planet and by radio. And
it just takes a very long time to get signal.
It just takes a really long time. Yeah. So they're like, hey, we need help. 911 operator, what's your emergency? And then you have to
we'll
wait.
See you in several thousand generations.
Yeah. And it's just going back and forth. I'm stuck on a planet. My spaceship broke down, and then that takes 1,000 years to come back. And they're like, all right, can you give us your coordinates?
AAA is on its way.
Well, yeah, because they can't find them because it's they can't pinpoint them. So they got to give them their coordinates. And they're like, Alpha 70 9er 9er 64. And they're like...
The celestial coordinates for Earth.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving that away.
Listen. If you guys don't know the celestial coordinates for Earth, what are you doing? It's like you should know it.
What if you crash land on another planet?
Exactly.
I have to spend thousands of generations getting out and becoming a moon.
Exactly. And yeah, this is exactly it. And I actually think that Atlantis and Lemuria are the same island.
Okay. It's just like, the north side and south side, or just different people giving it different names?
Just different people giving it different names. And it being seen in different positions, because, again, just kind of moved around.
Okay.
And I
can get behind that, then.
And the reason that Lemuria, like that's why they have the lemurs. That's why they have, like, the jump in evolution between... It's not Pangea. Pangea doesn't exist. That's the reason why they have the connection between plants and animals that they do in Madagascar, which is why you have Lemuria, is because they were domesticated by the spaceship.
Oh, so lemurs were just like alien pets.
Yeah, they were like alien pets, and much like the domestic dog, they like had a different evolution from there. But then, like, they got released someplace else when they were leaving, and they were like, well, we can't take you back because
we love you too much.
We love you,
and the people here need you.
Yeah, it was kind of like Harry and the Hendersons, but with aliens and lemurs instead of Bigfoot and John Lithgow.
Right.
Yeah.
Just one for one.
Yeah.
Direct relationship there.
What you guys didn't know is that Harry and the Hendersons is like it's a deep state history for those of us who are in the know.
It's more than just a cultural touchstone for everybody.
Yeah, it's way more than just a culture. I mean, obviously it's a culture. Everyone's seen Harry and the Hendersons. Everyone has seen Harry and the Hendersons.
Right. It's absolutely everyone has.
Yeah, it is.
You'd be a fool to have not had seen it.
Yeah, you would be.
None of us is like that.
A gosh darn fool to have never seen Harry and the Hendersons.
Hey Simon, what's that?
It's a movie with John Lithgow and he
and Bigfoot.
Yeah, and he like adopts Bigfoot. I have never seen it. I know of it.
You know a lot more about it than I do.
Because it's got that iconic scene where John Lithgow is like crying and saying, "Get out of here! I don't love you anymore." And Bigfoot is just sad. And it's like one of those times where you're like, "Wow, John Lithgow's like a good actor. He just like."
really, really owned that scene.
He really owned that scene. Yeah. It's like John Torturo in Transformers.
Which Transformers?
The one with the first one, the one with Shia LaBeouf. I think it also might be in the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, and like you're watching Transformers and you're like, this is a weird movie for John Turturro to be in. And then you realize, like, John Turturro has had a lot of very weird acting choices because you, like, look him up on IMDb then, and you're like, boy, I feel like this guy is a good actor. He just, I don't know why people keep giving
just
him
wants
roles.
To keep busy.
Yeah,
he just takes every role they can get.
But he doesn't. He'll have, like, years of silence, and then he'll pop up in, like, weird bit roles. I don't know. Anyway, I think that is that good enough? You want me to explain? The flat Earth one is obvious. It was
it's flat.
Oh yeah, well the flat Earth Atlantis is obvious. Atlantis wasn't locked down when the Earth was spinning, and so it flew off the side.
It's like a Beyblade, and Earth let
yeah, exactly
let Atlantis rip.
Yes, yeah. Earth is really just like a big old Beyblade arena, and Atlantis is the Beyblade. Weren't we asked to do Beyblades at one point, and we were like, "This doesn't have a backstory."
I don't know, but I am actively dying at my own joke, and I hate myself for it.
It's a good joke. I mean, It's no Harry and the Hendersons callback.
That's true. It wasn't.
But I think I've brought up Harry and the Hendersons like 12 times.
It's been a lot.
It's
been
a lot for a movie I have never seen. Oh, yeah, some good quality joking right there. Good quality joshing.
Every now and then we'll stumble across some good goofs.
Some good goofs, yeah. The Beyblade Earth is our new theory. Earth is really a Beyblade arena, and we are just Beyblades, tumbling into obscurity, knocking into each other randomly.
Right. It's a real deep philosophical argument more than the conspiracy theories like everything else we've discussed.
Well, yeah, but it's real. Like, we have been launched by the 5-year-olds of
the Atlantean 5-year-olds.
Yeah, the Atlantean 5-year-olds. They set us adrift to just whack into each other, and it's a dark day.
Right.
When we stop spinning, when we just come to a stop. They have to pick us up and re-put in that little zip tie thing and
do it all over
again. Yeah, just rinse and repeat. Humanity is life is pointless, and God doesn't exist.
Welcome to Beyblade Earth.
Welcome to our new podcast, Beyblade Earth, where we talk about all things Beyblade, not the toys. The conspiracy
the philosophy.
Yeah, the philosophy. the high-ranking platonic philosophy of Beyblades.
Right.
That's good. I don't understand Beyblades. I think that there's something with them. There's like a story behind Beyblades.
Well, there's like a whole anime. So
there's an anime.
I'm guessing there's a story. I don't know if there is. I might have made that up. I think I was thinking though. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh no, yeah, that's for sure an anime of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've seen it. It's not good. Mm-hmm. Anyway, what was the thing we have to go? Oh, we got to do our sign off.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll take point on this one. We're on the internet at pedantichandwavium.com or phandwavium.com, or if you really want to get spicy with it, jefftime.com. We're on any podcasting app you can imagine. We're on the YouTube at Pedantic Handwavium. We're on Twitter at phandwavium. Mm-hmm. I think that's it. Give us show suggestions, like, subscribe.
Yep, we got Joe Sopchak is our music person.
Yep.
And share us with your friends. We don't advertise the show literally at all because we have
no friends to advertise to.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So yeah, share us with the people that you know. Show us on Twitter and bring us up to your friends and be like, hey, listen to this. And they'd be like, no, you're weird. Get away from me. And they'd be like, okay, didn't need to be so mean about it. Just trying to make your life brighter.
Yep, just brighter.
Just brighter. That's how all my conversations go.
Getting yelled at like I was just trying to make it brighter.
Yeah, I just
harumph.
Harumph. Yes, I'm also a 1920s radio announcer. Well, just trying to make your life brighter. Anyway,
is that it? Is that all we got?
That's it.
All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this. Whatever this was.
Yep. Our real good role play of conspiracy theorists.
of being flat earthers.
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah.
Time's a flat circle, so is the earth.
What was will be, and what will be was.
Exactly.
Embrace the worm.
Exactly. We are legion, for we are many, and you are stupid.
real pointed.
All
right. Good night, listeners. We enjoyed having you. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.